As we venture into our 15th year of podcasting, here's another memorable moment from the Adam Carolla Show's Ace Awards archives.
I did a benefit for Bernie Sanders the other night.
Saunders.
He's
What's
Canadian.
his name? Sanders, but you're
Sanders.
Canadian.
If he grew a white goatee, would he be like Colonel Bernie Sanders? And his platform would just be chicken and coleslaw?
That wouldn't be very sturdy.
I think everybody should have their own fried chicken and some coleslaw. That's what I think. But he's got that crazy hair. He's got that, like, Saunders has the Dairy Queen Blizzard do.
Right.
It looks like someone went into his house, installed 9 ceiling fans, put them on full blast, and he doesn't know how to turn them off. I think my hair's it's blowing all around.
Now, for some new memorable moments, let's get back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Harland Williams got shows, man. He's flying first class to West Palm Beach, Florida. It's going to be at the Kennel Club February 2nd through the 3rd. God, I can't remember who said it to me just recently, but they're like, Harland is one of the funniest stand-ups out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
wanted
agree.
to get him a helmet, but I agreed. Harland does great stand-up, and it's going to be Hyenas Comedy Club. That's coming up February 9th through the 10th. And then
In Dallas. I've never been to... Have you ever been to the Hyenas in Dallas?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love Dallas. But it's just the history there. I mean, that guy that shot the KFC and all that. It's really,
Yeah. Yeah, you should go and look at the world's worst monument. Have you seen the Kennedy Monument?
You
over there?
missed what I said.
You went to Dallas. The guy shot the KFC.
Yeah, and why are your glasses fogging
My
up?
head is so hot.
You literally have condensation on your glasses.
My brow.
Dude, calm the fuck
steaming.
down, Carolla. Fucking calm. Yeah, if we're looking at the pride flag right now, you're the red. Okay, like calm the fuck
Well,
down,
you're the
bro.
brown. So how about that?
Yeah. Why don't you just use our glass, Harland?
Yeah, come on, Harlan. You
That's
set
what
me
caused
off.
all this.
You set me off.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
All right, so police in Los Angeles, they were searching for a group of alleged dog nappers who drove off with a French bulldog while its owner clung to the hood of a car. There's video of this. So the theft was reported outside of a So this woman was outside of a Whole Foods market. She feels her dog wandering away. She looks up and there's a woman holding it who jumps into a car. She gets in front of the car to stop them. They just drive into her. She's on the hood, and you can watch them driving down the street as she's holding on the windshield wipers.
And they're
of this
speeding,
car,
too.
Speeding
Yeah.
across the intersection.
Wait, where's the dog?
In
the back
car.
seat, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so in the car, she said she saw 3 women, and then there's a guy driving.
She said the 3 women were black and fat. I thought.
Wow.
By the way,
She's descriptive, yeah.
Well, you got to look. I mean, we do this thing where it's like, well, we can't really say what race they were, like what shape they were, because that's like black and fat. That's like 0 for 2. But if you're looking for somebody,
I think
you
the proof
have to sort of describe what they look like.
The proof is in the pudding. Those wheels are squished right into the rims. Look
I
at
know.
them. There's got to be 3 fatties
thing
in that car.
looks squatted, yeah.
There's something going on. There's some.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. Like, so LA's approach to crime is like, hey, man, don't go out with that Rolex watch on. You're going to get robbed. Like, our thing is like, hey, lock it. Don't leave shit in your car. Don't wear an expensive watch. Don't do a bunch of stuff. But there's an alternative, which is we could actually have a functioning police force and DA and things like that and then stop crime. So we could go outside. But going outside without a Rolex is doable. It's not doable to go outside without your dog. The dog has to
Well, what kind of
take a
world do
walk.
we live in where you can't go outside with something that licks its own asshole? You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like, I mean, you'd think that could get left alone. And by the way, a dog napper, why would you want to steal a dog when you're in the middle of a nap? That seems like a lot of work.
No, it's like it's a play on kidnap.
Okay, well, you don't have to snap my head off, turnip face.
Yeah, so that's where we're at as a society now. We're into L.A. We're into dog napping.
What's
Right,
the
these
dog
French bulldogs.
thinking, though? Looking out the back window. He's looking up at the front window. There's his owner going 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
looks like she's floating. You probably think she's Supergirl
No,
or
I'll
something.
tell you what the dog's thinking.
What?
The dog's thinking a dog's greatest joy is to hang their head out of the window while
Yeah.
the car's moving.
Sure.
she probably thinks this person is on a pure pleasure cruise. You know
Hanging
what I mean?
out the window.
Well, just putting your
Fully
head
committed, yeah.
Just putting your head out
Yeah.
the window is great. Then hanging onto the hood would be awesome for a dog.
Right.
You know, in terms of all they want is the maximum amount of air
She's
hitting
living
them.
the dream.
She's living the dream on the hood of that Kia.
These people that give their life for their dogs. You ever see the ones that they somehow they fall into the surf and there's an undertow and people jump, or the LA river's flooded.
Yeah.
They'll jump in after like a wiener dog and forfeit their whole life to help Sparky, who only probably had 4 years left because dogs don't live long anyway.
When they interview strangers, at least half of them say, or they interview people and they go, if you saw a stranger drowning or your dog drowning, like who would you say? Most still go the dog.
The dog, yeah.
I would just lie during that survey.
Well,
I would go, is there a stranger drowning now? And they'd go, no, it's a hypothetical. And I go, well, in that case, I'll do the stranger.
Yeah.
Why am I admitting that I'm an ass?
Well, probably you should.
You should.
Yeah, I think
You
people
don't
should
have
know
a
you're
dog.
an ass.
You don't have a dog.
Are
do
you an ass?
You don't have a dog. No, I would save the fucking stranger.
I don't know that you would.
I would. I have a
I don't
rich
think you
history
jump in the
of
water at all
Yes, I
because
would.
you don't want to get your fucking hair wet.
I would.
You don't want to
just
wash your hair.
tell- I would just recounting.
You just stand there, hey, I would, but I can't. I can't. I've got 8 straight years of not getting a drop of moisture on my scalp, but have a nice drowning.
Oh, no. I go in the ocean.
Oh, yeah?
And then I shower off with the water, the shower in the ocean, and then I go about my day.
No, you go to the ocean and then you submerge to where the sharks get picked by all the little smaller fish. And
The pilot fish.
yeah, you have the pilot fish and the remoras suck on your head with their suction cup and suck all the corn niblets out of your hairdo.
All right, you're getting
Still
punchy
cleaning it.
now. You're speaking gibberish.
Yeah. So this woman, she after a few blocks, she was thrown off of the hood, severed cuts and bruises, refused to go to a medical facility. She was
I
offered-
like the cut of this woman's jib, man. I would
Yeah.
hire her in a second.
Well, so over the weekend, they're fielding tips to see if anybody's seen this French bulldog. 'Cause these are a high commodity item. Remember, these are the ones that Lady Gaga. Dog walker was shot over, and her dogs are stolen. So,
Just the idea that this is a thing means we've completely bottomed out as a society. We've bottomed out. LA's just hit its bottom that this is a fucking thing.
Well, what would have been great is if she flew off the front of the car at 80 miles an hour and hit someone else's dog and killed it.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
That'd be poetic.
And then she would have had to given her Frenchie to make up for it,
Right.
and she loses no matter what.
Yeah.
yeah. So she's fielding tips, and a guy reaches out and says, "Hey, I know your dog's being held, and I'll help, but I don't have gas. Can you send me $50 and we'll meet at this gas station?" And she sends it to him. Never seen
This
it.
is-
She was totally scammed.
This is, once again, we have bottomed out as a society. We bottomed out, Harlan. That's the bottom. That's even lower than the actual dog nappers.
That's brutal. That is just, open salt wound. That's like going to the steak shop. Forget the salt. It's the guy with that giant pepper mill just going like that right in the wound. Like, more pepper in that wound, you dog missing freak.
Oh, God.
Wow.
$50 for gas. That's believable in LA, but
that's why
Jesus
I just
Christ.
wish I could turn into Ghost Rider. Like somebody grabs my dog, I just press a button on my leather jacket, my head bursts into flames. Give me my fucking dog back. Here you go, and done. You know
Hop
what I mean?
on your Harley with the chains dragging off
man.
it.
Like, come
Did you
on.
see that movie, Harlan?
Yeah, I love Ghost Rider.
Oh, really? You didn't have a problem?
The first one I loved.
You didn't have a problem with the jump goalpost to goalpost?
In the first one?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I remember liking the movie.
You didn't have any problem with the fact that he had a ramp going up one goalpost and another one on the landing one.
Oh, in the opening scene before he became the Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that part.
Well,
I'm focusing
do.
mostly
I
on the
remember
flaming
it like
skull.
it was yesterday. You want to know why?
Because your hair stinks?
Because they said 300 feet goalpost to goalpost.
Right. Impossible.
Do you know how far goalpost to goalpost is?
300 feet?
Fucking Canadians.
Yards.
know
300
anything.
yards. 300 centimeters.
Now just
300
going metric. Look what she did.
Okay, hold on. Let me break this down the way you do it. I'd lay, let's see, 3,000 Head and Shoulders shampoo bottles end to end. That's 300.
It's 360 because the goalposts are in the back of the end zone.
Well, they're in the middle, aren't they?
When they kick a field goal,
Yeah.
and the guy's kicking the ball from the 40-yard line,
Yeah.
it's a 50-yard field goal.
Right. But wait, the foundation's in it, but then the way field goals work, they bend them forward and then up.
The cantilever.
Right. So the foundation is at a certain spot,
The base is
but
back
then the
like
metal
4 or
is
5.
bent forward.
It's
so
right
you're
in the
inaccurate.
back. No, I am not.
You are.
Yeah, you watch that movie. It was a lie, Harlan. They said
Wait, you're telling me a
300
guy
feet.
can't light his head on fire and be a flaming skull and still talk?
Everything is in question
What the hell?
after the fact that they said 300 feet.
And the announcer was just underselling the achievement.
Adam, there's
right.
no Incredible Hulk, there's no Thor, and there's no Spider-Man. Are you going to be okay? And you sit
Don't do
here,
this to him.
you're turn red
Hold on.
guy.
Dolph
and
Lundgren
I
was
gotta-
in Aquaman.
He
don't-
was?
Yeah, so don't say
Certainly.
anything about Aquaman. We have the clip. It's going to anger you.
What?
This is
Dolph Lundgren?
No.
Oh, this is the. I'm okay. Show it. I love.
Ghost Rider.
Leap of death.
Oh, over helicopter blades.
That's right.
Even.
God, you gonna make it.
He's having a fantasy about his girlfriend.
Well, he's over the rotating chopper
Yeah.
blades.
Yeah, he misses her. And he makes it. Well, I kind of needed the announcer part, not the actual silent part, Byron. Where they,
Wow.
so,
Well, that's the feat.
Now I want to see
Yeah.
this movie again.
what? They're just about to announce it, I think. But Byron, the part where nothing happens, if anyone's listening, it's
A lot
not
of things
not
happen.
a lot has happened. But the part where there's no audible,
Yeah.
But the
Goalpost to goalpost.
I don't think if you're
feat.
going to a movie about a guy who Satan allows to burst into flames and his skull can talk, you should be worrying about the semantics of how long a motorcycle jump is. I think you
My
kind of got to
problem-
suspend disbelief
my
when you hear the
problem
word
is
Ghost Rider.
It was mentioned multiple times in the script. There's a script, and more than once they said 300 feet. More than once. I'm saying, is there any supervision of that script?
Well, when you went into the movie, did you believe in a flaming skull guy?
I was willing to suspend
Yeah.
my belief.
You are out of
and
it.
I wanted to be taken on a journey, and I was yanked right out of it with that misinformation.
You know what? You could.
These are the
you
same
know what? Your
people-
head could never blow into a burning skull. 'Cause-
Something with shampoo.
No, you need a helmet. That's why. God.
I'm saying these are the same people that say 55,000 people die of secondhand smoke every year. God, it's the same. It's all a lie. It's all numbers.
Yeah.
Don't believe them.
It
Those
always
people
is.
wrote Ghost Rider. They're those are the people that wrote
Yes,
Ghost
that's
Rider.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on a campaign to lie to you.
The lies will never end. They've always been there. You know. It's sad.
You like the movie? You like being lied to in a movie? That's fine.
What
That's your
movie haven't you been lied to?
Well,
Rocket
we-
Man.
Huh?
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. Yeah, I really went to Mars. Okay. See? I hate to burst your bubble.
All
I
right,
never
let's
went
do
to
another
Mars.
story.
All right. So Alyssa Milano over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
They were talking about her and something she tweeted. So she put up a link with the caption, "My son's baseball team is raising money for their Cooperstown trip. Any amount would be so greatly appreciated." And it was a GoFundMe link seeking to raise $10,000 to help her son's team travel to the Cooperstown Dreams Park for the tournament. A lot of people quoting that tweet, upset about it, saying, "You're Alyssa Milano. You should be able to afford to send these kids out to Cooperstown. What's going on?" So they were kind of giving her a lot of flack about it. And yeah, she also defended her ask, saying, "I'm getting media inquiries about whether I financially contributed to my son's baseball team. I've paid for uniforms for the entire team and coaches. I've thrown birthday parties and sponsor any kid who can't afford their monthly dues."
Well, all right. Let's break down this game, Phil.
I'm gonna jump. I don't like Melissa Milano,
Why?
but I'm gonna defend
How
her.
about Alyssa Milano? What about her? You like her?
Her I like.
She's
Oh,
not-
okay, it's
yeah.
Melissa, her
Well,
evil
it's
sister
my show.
with a
It's
helmet.
my podcast. I'll
Okay.
say it the way I want to say it. You just sit there and turn red there, Lord Fortnoy.
How about Alyssa Etheridge?
Okay.
You like her?
She'll fly through my window, I hope. But here's the thing. Because she's rich and famous, it's not incumbent on her to pay for everyone else.
when you
Yeah.
do a fundraising thing, it creates a sense of community. Sometimes people like to contribute, and sometimes when you're the big wig with the money, oh, it's $10,000 for let me take that. Sometimes, believe it or not, the other members of the team resent you because maybe they wanted to feel like they helped contribute, and even if they don't say they resent you, they might resent you inside because like, oh, there goes the rich one again. So if I'm Melissa, I'm like, you know what, I'll contribute, I'll help, but then let's let everyone, we'll do this as a kind of community thing, which I think is the healthy way to do it versus someone just saying, oh, I'll do all that, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it's incumbent upon her to pay.
Right.
For it. But I have kids, and, they would go, oh, they're going to go to Valley Forge for like a summer, thing with the school or whatever. And like each parent has to pony up $950. It's not, we don't go rattle the can and see if people in other communities can pay for our kids to go to Valley Forge.
Right.
Or you can't afford it. And you don't. So what they go, the kids are going to Valley Forge. It's going to be 4 days. The plane ticket's this much. Couple parents volunteered to go to be chaperones. And the bus is leaving the school at noon on Wednesday. Like, that's how they do it. You would never dream of crowdsourcing it. That's our kids. And there's only like 12 kids on the team, right? And she's got to be, I saw the picture. It's a bunch of white kids. Mm-hmm. They're probably on the west side, probably, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, whatever. I don't know. She's not in Pacoima. Meaning the parents of the average kid on that, and you can get a JetBlue flight for $200 now. Like the whole deal is parents pay for it. And then if somebody's coming up a little short, then Alyssa and her sister Melissa can kick in and make up the difference. But the kids are probably on the west side. I don't know what the name of the team is. I don't know where they hail from, but
the Grovelers.
And the panhandlers.
Yeah. They're homeless kids.
You don't need to go to Cooperstown. That's
I see. So they were reaching outside of the community, asking like people in Ohio and Florida,
well,
hey,
all
send
of her
us
fans. Yeah, that she tweeted
this.
Right.
Okay. I thought she was doing it within kind of the local community with all the parents.
It's not. And by the way, it's it's kind of much ado about nothing. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I dislike her for other reasons, but this isn't one of them. But. And I don't like this argument, but people do. You have to kind of think about the optics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are like, where's the team from? Like, what are they called?
It looks like they're called the Birds.
Oh, now I know where they're. Oh, no. And they must play in like the West Side or Malibu or something. The whole point is they come from a tax bracket where each kid's parents could just give them $700 and they go to Cooperstown.
Well,
come back.
That's assuming.
I'm assuming.
You never know. You don't know who's on the team.
I'm assuming.
You shouldn't categorize it just because they live somewhere and they're white kids. There could be, maybe there's a kid from the other side of the tracks who's white and it's a struggle. Who knows?
Yes, there could be a kid from Encino.
See, I think when you do that with any type of thing, when you just immediately assume things, that's where you create this bullshit.
Well, when you assume,
you make an ass out of you and me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what every football coach ever told me.
Right.
They just wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I am assuming that they come from a decent neighborhood in a decent tax bracket, and that each kid is more than capable of parents of paying for this themselves.
But they have enough money. They're just low on dignity. So they're asking other people to pay.
Powerful. Also,
heavy.
Again, if you just travel, like, where's Cooperstown? Is that in Pennsylvania?
Ohio.
Right. Oh, you mean Cleveland? Wait, they have the Baseball Hall of Fame and the Football Hall of Fame?
New York.
Yeah.
Cooperstown? Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Dawson, you have to have a chance you're going to be right before you jump in.
I think there's a Cooperstown in almost every state, though. It's like Springfield. There's a Springfield in like 30 states.
Well, sorry, the Baseball Hall of Fame is in New York.
Okay,
like
now we're
upstate New York or something. That's the point. Is you can buy a ticket, you can fly, and you can stay at a Motel 6. Now, I don't think they want to travel that way, but a coach ticket in a Motel 6 is perfectly doable. And you could do all that for $800.
Did you ever stay at the Motel 6?
I know you have.
Oh, God.
Tell us.
Oh, I'm just asking if I know I have.
Didn't you meet a gal over there?
You son of a bitch.
Didn't you? You want to burn some material?
No. Guy has me go into my act.
I thought you were setting you up.
No, I was asking if you'd like, because you're the guy that flies in coach. I figure here's you getting off of a Southwest flight. You're sitting in coach. You smell like peanuts. You go right to your fancy hotel, the Motel 6, to complete the package.
I will tell you this. You guys tell me if this is weird or not. I'm going to Naples to do a bunch of shows at Off the Hook, right?
Yeah, Captain Ron.
Now, like 4 shows are sold out, but we're adding some shows.
Yeah, low ticket warning. Friday is low ticket warning, and then there's a Saturday matinee added.
Oh, okay. All right. So I got a friend named Alex I went to high school with, and he lives in Naples with his wife, And he said, I live right by the club. Do you want to stay?
No.
Do you want to stay with us? And I said, yeah, why not? Now,
my
people
God.
go like, whoa, that's weird. And I go, well, first, he's a friend, and he asked. And then secondly, I won't have to buy a hotel room. And why not? Why wouldn't I stay with my friend?
Dude, how old are you?
That's what people say to me.
You don't want your own space. You don't want to watch TV when you want. Go to the bathroom when you want.
I'm assuming I could use his bathroom. I mean, when I want.
And do they really want someone's head on their fresh pillow slips who's never washed their hair? Have you told them about this? Like, they don't want to leave and go, what's this brown mark on the pillow
a
slip?
Skid mark on the pillow.
What are these corn niblets doing on our pillow slip?
I do travel with my own pillow.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yes,
and you
I do.
called me a girl
I called
for
you
losing
a girl.
blood? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
for losing blood.
God, you wear your field hockey skirt when you do it? You do not travel with your pillow.
I do. The hotel pillows are too thick.
Good
I
God.
like thin. And the hotel pillows come in 2 sizes, jumbo and mega. It's all an aesthetic. They don't make a thin pillow. They don't have an option. There'll be 4 pillows on there, all of them 9 inches thick.
So you're one of these guys in the airport. So if I see you walking through the terminal, which hand is your pillow in and which hand is your Teddy Ruxpin in? Good God. What? I hate people
Sometimes
like you.
I'll leave the flap down on my onesie just to piss off guys like you.
Sometimes you leave the flap down on your Teddy Ruxpin, too,
Listen,
it sounds like.
I travel.
And that's when you really turn red.
I do the pillow, I do the Teddy Ruxpin, and my Huggy Bookie. That is the only 2
Hey, Adam,
things.
get the shampoo. We could use a little lubricant. I don't have any. Shut up, Ruxpin.
All right. Dolph Lundgren's waiting out there. He's a very important
No,
man.
thanks. I'm busy.
No, you're not saying hi. When
I don't
you walk
want to.
out of the studio, you
Yeah.
make a hard right, and you keep walking until you
must
hit your
break
car.
you.
You understand? You're not going to bother the man. He's a big actor. You understand?
I won't bother him.
All right. Now, is he going to pretend like he knows you? That's the question.
I don't think he knows me.
But he could be familiar with your work.
It's always amazing when when you do movies and TV, you realize who's seen you. I remember when Hillary's book came out, a few years ago, called Hillary.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, she did a thing in her book where she talked about Bernie Saunders, and she goes, Bernie Saunders is like the hitchhiker in Something About Mary. Keeps selling you up 7 minutes.
Oh,
and I was like,
referenced you.
She referenced me, and then at that point, I visualized her and Bill and their lover sitting in their living room, watching little old me, like this kid out of the suburbs of Canada, and a president of the United States. It's so kind of surreal when you think about that.
I mean, here you are growing up. A nobody. I mean, your dad's just the Grand Chancellor of Quebec.
Chancellor.
and now here you are, Hillary Clinton references you.
Isn't that weird?
What was your dad's title?
Solicitor General.
Jesus
which is the equivalent, I think, of the Attorney General in the U.S.
Absolutely amazing.
Not wild?
All right, Dolph Lundgren is out there. Harland, you should listen to the Harland Highway. It's his podcast.
Oh, yeah, you've been on it a few times.
Always a pleasure.
Watch the Harland Highway episodes with me and Adam. You got to come on again this year. It's a new year.
Looking forward to it. I'll come on around my birthday.
When is it? The end of the year?
End of May.
Oh, great.
You give me the shampoo.
I'm going to have shampoo there.
You'll offer the shampoo.
I'm definitely going to have a bottle of shampoo on set.
Yes. All right. Harland, doing shows all over the place. West Palm coming up, Dallas coming up. HarlandWilliams.com is where you go.